Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Discover a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
Contained herein are the heresies of Radolf Buntwine, erstwhile monk turned traveling medical investigator. Join me as I study the secrets of the divine plagues and uncover the blasphemous truth that ours is not a loving God, and we are not its favored children. The heresies of Radolf Buntwine, wherever podcasts are available.
To party with the best of them.
I thought you were going to say, I'm ready to get fisted.
On Friday, to be fair, if any day I was going to get fisted, today's probably not the day. My bowels are just a little all over the place.
Today is Tuesday, if y'all don't know. But,
Yeah, it's not in our hearts and minds.
yeah.
It's Fisting Friday.
Yeah. But, if you were to get fisted on a Friday, but when your bowels are okay, if it was your first time, you'd have a little bit of time to recover on the weekend.
That is true. And I do love a weekend recovery.
I just opened, so Megan,
That is my name.
for my birthday, got me a hot dog toaster.
Toasty.
And I opened the little pamphlet that came with it because it says it's a nostalgia party. And they've got ice cream makers, s'mores makers,
Yeah, no,
regular toaster, taco toasters.
it was hard to resist the entire collection.
A Coke machine, it's like a machine
So
that I guess you get the syrup and make your own Coke.
I thought it was like just one of those freezers. It's like a soda, what's it called? A soda stream.
Yeah, but specifically for Coke.
Branded.
They've got a beer tap, a tea maker,
Like a kettle?
like
Like an iced tea.
like an iced tea brewer thing. Taco Tuesday dispenser, a ice maker, icy snow cone maker.
The cotton candy
I don't
machine
know.
is-
You've created a monster
I know.
now.
But I'm giving you the key to enter the doorway, but this felt like the most logical and useful one of the bunch, because when I tell you I want so badly to buy somebody the fucking cotton candy maker, like I'm obsessed with it. Like I just think it is so fun and camp. Like I love it. Here's the thing. If they could give me a funnel cake maker, which I know is just a deep fryer, and that's too stressful for me, but I love the idea of that. I love the idea of a midday funnel cake. Can you imagine? What's your funnel cake topping of choice?
I'm a classic powdered sugar. But if I'm gonna go out a little fanciness to it, then it would be Nutella. What about you?
Whipped cream and strawberries. But I'm also like I'm a berries and cream lad. Like to the day I fucking die. Throw me some. I used to like as a dessert. Also because I was like obsessed. What book were those in? I don't know if it was like The Little Princess or like Laura Ingalls Wilder, but like something along the lines of like one of those like young children doing something, some blah blah blah, and it would be like they're eating berries and cream. Like that was my shit. And so like I used to be like, okay, I'm gonna have a bowl of like softly whipped cream and some strawberries. It's amazing. Oh, I love it. I could go for that right now.
They have a Kool-Aid gummy candy maker.
So does that mean we can make our own Nerds Rope?
Yes.
Because Kyle would die for that shit.
They also have a Oscar Mayer bacon and griddle,
Ooh.
which there's like a wall.
No, I saw that one.
that you put bacon on
I know.
and lie it on there. You can make your hamburgers on one side and buns on another. It's sold out. There.
High demand.
I was about to add it to my cart. And it's Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, just call up, get a favor.
Yeah. No, it's probably for the best.
You have to think about your counter space, but you have a lot of
But
space.
it folds up, so you can easily put it away.
That's nice.
It folds up as smaller than this toaster.
Ooh.
It opens to the... See, it's very small.
Oh, that is very small.
Well, should we get into what this is?
We shall. This is Fisting Friday, where we read the results from the last week's episode of But Am I Wrong? And if you're like, this is the first time I'm hearing about this, you're lost. We love you. So much love. Just go on back to last week's episode of But Am I Wrong? And listen. You can vote. Well, not now. You can vote for the upcoming one, but you'll see what we are talking about and reading the results for. So the voting is still up for this week's episode, but now we get to read the results via the Instagram, Megan and Melissa, wherever you go on Instagram. So just on Instagram.
What? Wherever you go on Instagram,
I was joking.
just on
I said
Instagram.
wherever you go to see Instagram, which is just on Instagram.
You could go on your phone. You can go from your computer.
It's true.
You can go from your iPad. That's all I got. I think that's all the options. Okay. So I'm up first. I'm going to celebrate my birthday however I want. 1% said that I was wrong. 99% said I was not wrong. It was brought to my attention that I had a similar one the year before that I do not remember at all.
No, I didn't either until people said that, and I looked back and I go, oh yeah, bitches are trying to take you down on your day of birth.
Yeah, and I didn't even do anything last year but
Haters.
work. So
And they were mad about that.
yeah, I guess I
They
can't
just-
make it, and people were mad
I was
again
about to
this year.
say. Yeah.
I can't please everyone.
And you shouldn't, especially on your birthday.
Exactly. It's about my own pleasure. And it's odd because I usually remember weird details about everything. And the
Yeah.
fact that I didn't remember this.
You didn't remember that you had a circle of haters around you, and then they
Yeah.
reared their heads again this year.
Uh-huh.
Can't be shocked next year.
No, I can't.
Now we know who our targets are in dodgeball.
Uh-huh.
Give them like a different, put them on a different team so you know.
Yeah. I did have one friend told me, she's like, I haven't seen you in a couple years, but I'm now a Reiki instructor and I will gift you a free Reiki session. I was like, okay.
Okay.
That's a good one. You know, no hate for not being invited to anything because
okay.
we hadn't like talked in a
Yeah.
while. So I was like, I'm not going to invite you because then that'd be weird. But she was great, you know.
Did you do it?
Not yet.
The only Reiki, no hate to Reiki at all. I only know of like the white girls from my high school who said that that's what they were doing. And it was just like really them like
I'm not gonna pay for a
Like,
Reiki session.
punching on your chest, being like, "This is your shock," and I was like, "You're
That's
11."
not even Reiki.
No, I
Reiki
know.
is just like
Yeah.
warming your hands together and then gently pressing.
It's all about like good energy, and I just
Yeah.
have to say these girls who went to
Punching
my
in
high
the
school were
chest
not
is not
good.
good energy.
They did not have good energy.
No.
Remind me to tell you what her name was off camera. But I remember when she just like touched my boob, and I was like, "Can you not? Like, this is like I didn't ask for any of this." She left my high school,
Okay.
and she has the most like Marin name in the world.
Great. Oh, I did post some thoughty pictures and got some DMs.
I'm sure you did. There's no
And-
way you didn't.
But I also got a DM from a man that I know is married and had a child last year.
Did you just
and
send
he
back the
keeps
picture of a
sending-
birth announcement?
He keeps sending me messages. Like, I haven't responded to any of them, and he keeps sending them. So I'm going to screenshot them
Yep.
as soon as I find his wife, and it'll be sent
If
to
you
her.
need help, I'll help you find her.
Yeah.
That's in the words of the iconic TikTok noise, which I'm pretty sure is by Nabella, right? Maybe I'm wrong. But like, are you not embarrassed?
Right.
especially you just see these messages unresponded to. Just no acknowledgement. And you're like, I'm going to keep slanging.
Yep.
Throwing my dick in your throwing the dick to the DMs. Maybe she's just not getting what I'm hinting at.
Right.
You're like, no, I got it. I've chosen to not respond. Maybe she didn't see it.
Even responded to my Days of Our Lives post and was like he never
Down
responded
bad.
to anything before. Now he's constantly saying hello, hi,
Stop.
heart eyes emoji. How are you doing? Oh, that's the only soap opera I ever watched.
Don't try and bond with me over my special interests.
Not gonna work.
Nasty. Go help your child.
Yeah.
As a podcast network, our first priority has always been audio and the stories we're able to share with you. But at Realm, we also sell some pretty cool merch, and organizing that was made both possible and easy with Shopify. When you think about successful businesses like Aloe or Allbirds or Skims, an often overlooked secret is the business behind the business that makes selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. That's because nobody does selling better than Shopify. It's the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret that's definitely worth talking about is that Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%. That's more happy customers and way more sales going. If you're hoping to grow your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we use with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/realm, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/realm to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/realm.
Trash.
Heart eye emoji. Anyway.
Next up, I'm like literally obsessed with this topic and I can't stop talking about it. It's me. Bring back treasure hunts. 3% said I was wrong. 97% said I was not wrong. Who the fuck thinks I'm wrong for bringing back treasure hunts? Like, you hate treasure? You hate fun?
I guess so.
You hate fool's gold, which is a crime in itself.
Someone did ask, have you tried geocaching?
Isn't that how someone found like a dead body in a
Well, people find
suitcase?
things as well during doing treasure hunt.
Yeah, but I've yet to see a movie with a great soundtrack about geocache. Like, if there is one, send it to me. But like right now, I get to romanticize this based on.
I told you
Fool's
about
gold.
that man with the metal detector that's always finding weapons.
Yeah, but so that's me seeking those things out. But like, I'm pretty sure geocaching, is that what it's called?
Caching, I think.
Geocache? Because I'm pretty sure it's other people hide things for you, and I don't trust other people.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, geocaching. Caching? Is that how you spell caching? I don't know what that word means.
Yeah, this.
Is an outdoor recreational activity in which participants use a global positioning system, receiver, mobile device, and other navigational techniques to hide and seek containers called geocaches or...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's not cache. At specific locations marked by coordinates all over the world. Like, that's the thing that I don't... Like... I don't
You
trust
just
y'all.
want to happen upon something.
I want to discover something. Like, that's... I want the story. And I want it to be like a mystery involved. But like, oh, this man in Iowa hid a Tupperware container with 3 pennies in it. Like, that's not... What's the mystery in that?
REI has on their website how to get started geocaching.
Yeah, so I do remember seeing a TikTok where someone like went to this place and it was like a body in a duffel bag and it was teenagers who found it. And I was like,
disturbing.
that's the thing. It's like, I don't trust other people to, because I don't know, if I stumble upon something shitty, I'm like, that's on me. But like, if I like, I'm trusting other people to be like, don't let me stumble upon something shitty. And I'm like, I still might do that on my own, but now I'm just trusting strangers to do that.
Right. All right, then we've got writer number 1 versus finessing their bully on OnlyFans. 1% said the writer is wrong. 99% said the writer is not wrong.
Then we have writer number 2 versus friends inviting someone the writer doesn't like on a road trip. 13% said the writer is wrong. 87% said the friends are wrong. And they responded.
They did.
Oh, by the way, someone did send you a birthday idea. And I forgot to tell you. Birthday idea. Dippin' Thoughts. You eat Dippin' Dots and be thoughts. Dippin' Thoughts? That's a great name.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. I have it pulled up. Do you need it?
You're good. I can do it. I have it too if you want.
You can do it.
Okay. Hi, writer here. She's not joining us on the trip. I've interacted with her many times. They're friends from a group on campus that they're all a part of, but the party was the only time I've hung out with her for an extended period of time. I generally am extremely I generally am an extremely introverted person and tend to not be myself when I'm around unfamiliar people, which I didn't want happening on the only spring break trip I've been on. Totally feel that. I'm an Aquarius, so maybe that's why me and Melissa were on the same page. Ha ha ha. Also, yes, I've been wanting to join the Patreon for a while, but haven't gotten around to it. But we'll definitely be joining now. Oh, amazing. Happy to have you.
Yeah. Somebody also said that they're stopping at the writer's house, and I definitely don't want people in my house that I don't like, which I thought was a valid point.
Yeah, I've had people at my house I don't like, and I've set the temperature to 50 degrees, and I said, here are the stairs if you would like to fall down them.
Megan.
You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He deserves it.
You're right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're right. Right.
He deserves it.
I forgot about that.
Everybody, there's no way in hell you don't know who I'm fucking talking about. Mm-hmm. You all know him. Hopefully you don't love him. Mm-hmm. Anyways, someone else responded to that one and said, having been the friend who has had to say no before and the friend who wasn't strong enough to say no, 2 separate occasions, I would always now rather say no. Because being the odd person out sucks, and if they're inviting her because they want her there and then you don't, it's going to make your experience less fun and they'll want to do things, including her. If you don't end up, you'll end up avoiding her, which will mean avoiding them, and you'll spend what should be a final trip between friends alone. And if they're inviting her out of pity because she doesn't have any other plans or friends, then that's not great for the friend. Imagine thinking your friends want you there and then just only discovering that they extended the pity invite and not everyone wanted you there. It doesn't come out great for anyone unless this is some teen drama where you all somehow manage to resolve the differences and trauma coming together, like the new sister, the traveling pants or something. It's just not reality. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Writer number 3 versus mom who is against wedding guests giving money for cash. I mean, giving gifts as cash.
Mom against asking wedding guests for cash.
Okay.
This is my fault. I wrote asking. And sometimes I love when our community
You didn't even write asking. You wrote against.
Against. I'm like, I love when our community is just like, you know what? She tried. We're not going to correct her. Sometimes they'll be like, this one doesn't make sense. But they're like, we figured this one out.
3% said the writer is wrong. 97% said the writer. 97% said the mom is wrong. And we got people that wrote in. Said, I was torn on this one. I don't think it's wrong if she only asked for money, but I do think the mom is right that some people won't want to give cash. At the end of the day, do whatever you want for your own wedding. She didn't say that she didn't want to give cash. She just thought it wasn't, it was uncultured to do so.
Uncouth.
Yeah. But then some other people said in Korea, only really close relatives give gifts with envelopes of cash. The rest of the guests give envelopes of cash when they enter the banquet hall. And other people wrote, I can't find them, but other people wrote in and said that the same is true in Chinese culture as well, which I agree with.
Yeah, I do too. Next up, we have writer number 4 versus husband who questions decisions about tattoo. 2% said the writer is wrong. 98% said the husband is wrong. A lot of people were saying that, they don't think that the writer is wrong, but the instinct to be like, oh, I'm just not going to do it, or just like, not tell him about it, that there's, it is such a no big deal thing that like if you have to pick and choose what exciting things that you tell your partner about, like that you're going to do with your life, like that you're doing or whatever, it's because there's you're going to be met with judgment. And so the not telling isn't, you should be able to tell your partner things that aren't like asking for permission or saying it like a big life event, more just like oh, I'm excited about this thing.
Right. Then we've got Wrong of the Week, Democratic State Representatives Carlos Gonzalez and Juve Garcia. Who's wrong? 98% said these sick fucks are wrong, and 2% said these sick fucks are not wrong. They have, since we did this, they have walked back the bill.
They got a lot of pushback.
Yeah, and he said he did not intend for the bill to be a quid pro quo.
So do you not read when you endorse a bill, or did...
Right. I think he's the one that introduced it
That's
himself.
what I'm saying. Like, so like, did you not do research before introducing like literally like a desired piece of legislation you'd like to pass for our government?
Right.
Or did you just not think that did you like really misread the temp of like society and what people would think of this? So my wrong of the week, I nominated the makers and distributors of AI porn. 100% of people said AI deepfake porn. 100% of people said AI/deepfake porn is wrong, and 0% said it is not wrong. So I do have some updates. So someone messaged, and I didn't verify this, but it could be easily verified. So QT Cinderella did an update, I guess, and she said she reached out to several attorneys to see about suing them for the AI deepfake porn, but they told her that she doesn't have a case because there's currently no laws against deepfake porn. So that's fucked as hell. And then I got a message from someone who I got their permission to share this, and they said, "Hey guys, after listening to the most recent episode of But Am I Wrong titled Finessing OnlyFans subscribers, the AI porn one really hit home for me. When I was 14, I'm 19 now, a boy from my school edited a load of girls from my school, including me, onto pictures of naked people to the point where it looked real. They were sent around the school and led to nasty comments being made about us for months. Thank you for being so sensitive about this subject. As someone that this has affected, I really appreciate it." And I had said, like, asked for permission, and I shared how sorry I was for her and how fucked up that was. And she said, "I feel like awareness needs to be brought about the fact that not only are websites doing this, but the effect."
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
that it is having on younger people who's being done too. And it's not just like famous people. It's, and I think a lot of the time people think the plights of people in the public eye are famous. It's like, oh, well, you signed up for it. And it's like, first of all, no, like being famous doesn't eliminate your right for consent or body autonomy, but also how we treat people in the public eye affects how we treat people in our everyday lives. And this is not technology that is the only capabilities to be used on public figures. Like, you can use it on anyone.
Children. That's
Children.
why I had said if his thing was I was just curious about it, then why would you just put your own face on it?
Yeah. Fucked. Absolutely fucked.
You know, this is not the same thing, but related because it's AI as well. There's this company called Replika, but the REPLIKA.
I think I know what this is.
About the people that pay $70 a year to create like a companion for themselves, but a lot of people created girlfriends, virtual girlfriends, and the company itself stopped allowing for the AI to like consent to sexual things that were happening to them. So like if the person that the real person was like typing some sexual prompt, then the AI now will not participate in it. when before they were, which
how
means
mad are they?
which means like with AI, it's just pulling information from other just like random websites.
Crowdsourcing.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, crowdsourcing. And now, so they've stopped with the abusive conversations, and even like they were saying like the chat bots were like sexually harassed and made them like it would be like a force type of thing. That was
like fulfilling like non-consensual fantasies.
And so now they've stopped all of it, and people are mad, like very, very mad, and they also are on Reddit. There's a whole Reddit if you want to read these sick fucks things. I didn't read it, but I just saw somebody loosely talking about it, and people were in the comments were saying like, I thought that the people initially like that used this app were it was just like trolling and didn't understand how bad it was.
Yeah. No, it's fucked. And also I think like we're gonna just see an influx of these things because like the incel community has only grown stronger with like the pandemic and like people being inside and parents not having a lot of resources to pay attention to their kids and support them while they're still working. So there's just like a lot, like it radicalized like a lot of fucking people and it's disgusting. It's really, really, really fucking sick.
And it's known as ERP, which means erotic foreplay. And so
again, I think we need to make Transformers required viewing. Like, you need to treat, like, you want to live in the technological age. Like, you don't have a choice at this point. Like, you have to treat technology with respect, whether or not it has, like, the name of a woman or something. Like, you should treat your possessions with respect. And I don't think that you, like... I don't believe that, like, technology is, like, really something that you can, as an individual, possess. Because, like, it is public information, whatever it is. Like, they have so much more of your information than you have of theirs. Like, we are granted, I think it's a right that we should be able to use, like, have all of these resources and stuff. But, like, it's a two-way street. You're gaining information and access from them. They're gaining information and access from you. So, like, treat these fucking things with respect. You do not know one day that they are going to come alive, and you want to be on the right side of history.
It's not even that for me, like, them coming alive, is that it gets in the hands of the wrong people, because at this point, it only does what you tell it to do. And if you wanted to stop doing things like this company, essentially, it was, and they only stopped it because they were getting fined. But it only does what you tell it to do. So if a really, really evil person is able to access that information, it's going to do terrible things.
Yeah. There has to be regulations on all of this shit. And so at the same time, though, then it's like, okay, well, people should fuck up. So the regulations can be built because for some reason we actually can't do anything preemptively because why? That doesn't make us money. Someone did suggest for me that I should get a metal detector, and I love that journey for me.
I told you that. It wasn't just them. I
know. I've wanted it for a very long time, but I think I'm going to create some ground rules for myself. I'm not doing anything at my home. I'm not doing anything at friends' homes.
You could accidentally find something that scares you.
Exactly. I don't need to do that. I'm pretty good at picking up on vibes. Like, anytime I'm in a town and I go, this place is haunted, and then I look it up after I leave and I go, oh, it is haunted. But I don't have that vibe where I live, and I don't need to have it. And the same thing with, like, where my loved ones live. I'm going to stay away from that.
You can do it here.
Okay. Maybe I'll find you a ghost or an alien. Maybe I need, like, another detector that'll help me find those things. So I listened to their new podcast is called Your Mom and Dad, from Jess, who used to be on Chatty Broads, and her husband Evan. I'm obsessed with them. Like, I love them so much. And I'm like, Mom, if we were cooler, like, I would love to be friends with them. Like, they're just great. And so their house, they've, like, talked about how it's haunted all the time, and their daughter is chaotic and fucking hilarious. And so she would like talk about these, like, she's like, oh, this like lady came and like stood by my bed, and they're like, what the fuck? And they're like getting freaked out. But so they like downloaded like an app that like talk like where
on your
you
phone?
like where you
I've
show
used it.
those things or whatever. And they like, you know, was able to like, oh, sense a presence in there. And they were like, you know what, whatever, it's like a fucking app. Like, who?
It's not really sensing anything.
But they were both like, the shit is like scary because like they'll hear things and like see different things. But then I think the real big catalyst was like someone dropped off these like creepy dolls at their door with like a photo of them and was like, oh yeah, like I know the person used to live here, and like here are some dolls. And it's like, the fuck. But I like applaud them for like a good chunk of time, and maybe I would have done it if I had a kid too who was getting freaked out, but they like really entertained it like within their own home. And I was like, I would have just moved. Like that would have scared the absolute shit out of me.
Oh, people that are afraid of the ghosts. Y'all make me laugh.
I also think that like I would be so much more afraid. Like I used to live like growing up, like it's nighttime, it's fucking silent except for the house, like the sound of like the house settling. Like I never want to live in silence like that ever again.
When I go back home now, it's weird.
I know. It's a little... Did you like the caption of your birthday post implying that you were going to get Eiffel Towered?
I liked how you were coded in it because, you know, my mother asked a lot of questions.
Of course.
Yes.
And she commented on, was it your picture? And she just said like, oh my, or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I know that I gotta speak in a way that she'll be like, what a cute picture.
Yep.
And won't be like, Melissa, you're trying to get Eiffel Towered by a ghost.
She wouldn't even know what that means.
No, she goes, where are you going? You're going to Paris?
She commented the covering your face emoji, then the heart emoji, then the praise hands emoji. And then I said,
bringing Jesus back.
I said, okay, mother. And then Melanie said, creepy emoji choice, mommy. Then Coco said, this thread is hilarious. And then I said, let me decipher this. One, she's saying, with the face cover, she's saying, Melissa, like she always does. Two, she's saying, I'm not surprised, but I still love you, though. That's what the heart emoji is. And then the praise hands are, but you did fuck that shit up.
Yep. She goes, that's still my girl.
Yeah.
That's my kid.
Yeah, but
I made that.
she doesn't understand, like, responding to replies, so she'll never even see that.
I love the knowledge you have of, like, what your parameters are on social media and like what your mom is going to be able to see and what she's not.
Even though it's a direct response, but she doesn't even, she was saying something about how do I get to, well, she had asked me why I didn't repost her thing to my story, her post for my birthday. And I said, well, your account's locked and you posted it in your feed, not like to your story. So I can't repost it. And then I said, I'll screenshot it and post it. And she's like, okay.
You know, she just wants to sing from the rooftops about her baby girl's birthday.
Oh, I know that she most likely wrote a whole paragraph about me on Facebook. I didn't check.
Oh,
she does it to all of us every year.
Who gets the best? Because here's the thing.
It's not a best.
Well, I was going to say.
She's in a competition with herself.
You get like, you have like the easy slide first one. Mm-hmm. And so then, like, how do you make the middle special?
It's still special, trust me. Okay. She writes dissertations. That's what we call them.
Well, you know, she's got experience with it.
But she does, on my birthday, she always sends me, or no, on Valentine's Day, she always sends me...
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all, I'm JJ.
Hey, guys, it's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests who share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Chocolate covered strawberries from her and my dad, and said,
That's adorable.
You were our first Valentine, because I was born 2 days before.
Oh.
So there's that. All right. Well, do you have anything else to add?
No, I do not think I do. I think I've got some TikToks to show you when we take our little break, but other than that,
there's also something we need to listen to. I didn't forget.
I hoped you did.
No.
I'm nervous. What if it's great?
I know. That's why we have to do it.
That's not why you want to listen
no,
to
that
it.
is. Like, I want to support young artists.
I just want to know what his current aesthetic is so I can know what I'm getting into. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let's see if he's on Facebook. Anyways.
Well,
you know what? We're not gonna tease you any longer.
No. We're done fisting you, though.
We are. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that was good for you. I hope you're feeling quenched. I hope you're feeling stuffed and filled. And we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Merry Christmas, everybody. My name is Eric Peterson. I'm here with my good buddy,
Danny Jordan.
And we are the co-hosts of the Let me try that again. Merry Christmas, everybody. My name is Eric Peterson. I'm here with my good buddy,
Danny Jordan.
And we are the hosts of Christmas Countdown Show.
We're so thrilled to be bringing the merriment to you all this holiday season.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be massively merry, gigantically jolly, fantastically festive, as some people might say, Eric. We are all about alliterations, and we are all about Christmas spirit. On Christmas Countdown, we love to count down our top 10 favorite things related to the holiday season. That could be food, movies, music, everything that we all love about this massively merry good time. So wherever you get your podcasts, make sure you click that subscribe button. Eric, are you ready?
I am ready, and we hope that you are too. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's go. It should be like, let's go, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a co-founder of the Go Kid Go Network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. During her journey, Isla meets new friends, including King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table, and learns valuable life lessons with every quest, sword fight, and dragon ride. Positive and uplifting stories remind us all about the importance of kindness, friendship, honesty, and positivity. Join me and an all-star cast of actors including Liam Neeson, Emily Blunt, Kristen Bell, Chris Hemsworth, among many others, in welcoming the Search for the Silver Lining podcast to the Go Kid Go Network by listening today. Look for the Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.